What does a beatboxer need to win GBB?
I don't want to say originality because Madox will punch me in the face. I expected something and then it happened, and I expected another thing and it happened again.
There was a comment on YouTube. B-Art's pretty good at this. Madox needs a coffee. I'm taking feedback seriously, so here's my coffee.
You guys should put more random shit in the comments because Madox will do anything. Did the community become more toxic over time?
Yes, but.
Yes, but.
I have a big butt. I'm not talking about my behind.
I think he should be in. Who is Beatbox Bottle TV?
I think it's Beatbox Bros. Yo, what's up, my current feature Beatbox? Welcome back to another episode of the Beatbox Brothers B-Art and Madox. We have some new hot topics with us, but first of all, B-Art, how you doing?
I'm good, man. Good to be back.
Yeah,
1,000 subscribers, man.
Oh my gosh, that was fast, bro. I thought it takes like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I was expecting longer. Yeah, and it started really slow too. We had like what was it, 40 people watching the entire stream, like the whole way through. 40 people was approximately, and we ended with like, what is it, maybe 300, 400 views, 500 views maybe. And then at one point at midnight or something, it went really fast, and you shot me a message like, "B-Art, our video is exploding!" And then
while we're recording, it's Wednesday now, and today it has over 10,000 views already. That's great. So I think people like it.
Very good. How are you doing though?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Last week was a bit stressful, setting up everything for the podcast. Like also Spotify. Spotify is a new field for me, doing podcasts. I found out that you can upload videos. So we don't have to say anymore, yo, if you want to see the video, you have to go to YouTube. No, actually, you can watch the video on Spotify. That's amazing.
You can watch it on Spotify and YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and both have video now.
No boundaries anymore. Anyways, I heard you got some hot topics with you. I think today you start again. That's a good flow.
You want to start directly with the hot topics?
Yeah, let's start directly with the hot topics.
No small talk, just directly.
Bro, we
bam.
do some small talk in between. Hot topics of the week.
I have some spicy ones. Let's see. We have a bunch now. So I'm not really sure what the problem was. Maybe you can enlighten me with this. But there was a mistake with the GBB Excel sheets. Like something happened with the Excel sheets. The points didn't add up right. And then some people made it in and some people didn't make it in. And do you know what happened? Can we have a little recap?
So I think I'm able to say it because Sinjo made a post about it. So it was Sinjo's mistake. He was miscalculating something. I don't know exactly what happened, but he was miscalculating. So we have more GBB Wildcard winners now. I think there's 2 more now.
2 more.
Yeah.
2 more. Yeah.
Let me look it up.
So 2 guys are very, very lucky right now. They shouldn't have been in, but because of Sinjo, they are in right now.
Yeah.
Which is, I think they fixed it in a nice way. Like mistakes happen. Honestly, like we can bash them, but like mistakes happen. So
actually, Sinjo made them a favor then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he made him a favor. So I think they should message Sinjo and say, thank you, Sinjo, for... but it's just first round. But like, thank you for having me pass the first round.
Imagine this was like on purpose. They paid him to do this.
They paid Sinjo.
Yeah. So he was like, guys, so you're not in, but... if you transfer me 200 euros on PayPal, here's my PayPal.
Conspiracy theory of the week.
Then I'm gonna act like I did a mistake, a miscalculation, and then we can put you in, because then you're like the runner-ups. Wait, so
no. But they fixed it nicely.
Should I read the message?
Yeah, do it.
So Beatbox? Okay. So, and by the way, sorry for interrupting you. I'm always interrupting you for some reason.
It's all good.
Okay. Dear Beatbox community, we regret to inform you that unfortunately there were some mistakes made during the Wildcard Judge scoring calculation. And after an internal investigation, we have analyzed the sheets and corrected the errors. That sounds so official. Like they had lawyers.
Investigation. The FBI checked it. And,
Okay, we would like to sincerely apologize to the artists, the fans, the judges for these mistakes. They should not have happened, and we will be doing everything we can to avoid anything like this happening again in the future. The mistakes the mistakes were down to simple human error when calculating the judge sheets and points, and systems will be put in place to avoid such simple miscalculations. As an overview, the major change is that Remix and Yamori now rank 20th and 24th, respectively, and will be qualified for round 2 of the solo category. Okay, so they're new. Remix and Yamori are new. We have decided that Given and Hippie, who now officially rank 26th and 27th, respectively, will still be allowed to compete in round 2. Okay.
Yeah.
So Given and Hippie were the people who paid Sinjo.
Who, Hippie and?
Given and Hippie.
Given.
Yeah.
Given and Hippie. I'm glad they made it in. Awesome.
Yeah, these are the people who paid Sinjo.
More people.
It would be unfair and unjust to remove them from the competition because of an error on our part after already telling them that they have qualified. Yeah, of course, because they're probably already preparing and stuff, right?
Hippie's first round in BBU, I've sang that song like so many times the entire day during BBU.
Yeah, he was sick.
Yeah, what do you think about it though? Should someone have checked it?
I mean, use 2 people to calculate, right? I think this should be done all the time. Like with such important calculations, there should be 2 people simultaneously checking, and if it matches, then it's fine, and if it doesn't match, they have to redo it. But when
was it a counting mistake or was it an Excel mistake? Like, did Excel?
I mean, at the end, it was a calculating mistake, right? A counting mistake, because either Excel was programmed wrong or
exactly.
Sinjo. Like, I think Sinjo apologized for it. I think he did it.
I am.
Wrong. He was the one calculating. So yeah, no blames to Sinjo though, because he's not a professional
calculator or Excel.
He's an audio engineer.
No. Yeah.
He's good with frequencies, but not with numbers. Whatever. Yeah. So we have two new people, and that's cool. More people in round 2, I guess.
Because there are only 2 rounds, yeah? Just for my information. I'm not sure about the entire thing, but it's 2 rounds. Yeah. And then it's like you're in or you're not in.
So I think the second round is just another wildcard. So it's not like battle 1 versus 1. So it's just another wildcard competition.
Wild they have 2.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Also cool for the people that made it in, because they have another way to
waste the routines.
Yeah. The people are gonna watch wildcards, obviously. So I think it's nice for the people that they can make another wildcard. It's also like a video for them that it's good promotion.
Yeah, from this perspective, to be honest, true. Yeah, and also like you can't say Swiss Beatbox is exploiting them, because it's not on Swiss Beatbox channel. Right?
Yeah, it's on their channel.
Yeah, true.
That's good.
Yeah. Like for me personally, I think it would be really stressful, because also like how do you make a decision? Like you have 2 amazing, let's say you have 2 sick rounds, but the one is way better than the other one. Which one to take? Are you risking it to not come into the second round, or are you play safe, but in the second round you'd be like, okay, now I have my second best round.
I'm not sure what the rules are. Maybe they're taught to forget the first round. They're already in. We don't look at the first round anymore. We just look at the second round. Then they should just look at the second round. No, it's 2 rounds. They make like an average.
Yeah. Also, for the audience, it would be weird. Imagine you just had in like the same thing.
Yeah.
The same video. Just another take, you know.
Wow. Just a shittier take.
Yeah. Or you have 2.
This is my round 2. Yeah.
You have 2 equally amazing takes. Yeah.
Yeah. Possible. Yeah. Possible.
Anyways.
Next one. All right. Let's see. I have a bunch. I just wanted to build it up a little bit. All right. This one is kind of fun.
By the way, before you come up with your next hot topic, there was a comment on YouTube on the last video. It says, B-Art's pretty good at this. Good mood and keeps things lively. Madox needs a coffee. So yeah, like I'm taking feedback seriously. So here's my coffee. I'm drinking coffee in between the podcast now. Thank you very much, Jason Leveler.
I think you guys should put more random shit in the comments because Madox will do anything.
No, not anything.
Madox should really put in a tattoo on his face.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I listened to the comments, so
so I look more like Tuttle. Like I'm actually wearing a hoodie of his brand right now.
we should kind of do this. We should have like a white shirt and then put sponsors on the shirt, like just as a thing.
Yeah, or like it could be also on the background. Like instead of Simpsons, you have Nike.
Yeah, I'll just replace these with.
Yeah, or it could even be like a wall for like artists, you know, like they send you paintings, and the ones you like, you just hang on your wall.
Or we just get the top comment. That's a nice one. We get the top comment every single time from the last episode. We get the top comment printed out. I'm actually for this. Whoever gets the next a top comment, I'll print it out and I'll put it somewhere over there.
But then you really have to do it, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna print it.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna print the top
so
comment.
when do we decide what is the top comment? So the release
just
is on Sunday, and
maybe I'll decide on like. We record on Wednesday, so about Monday I have to. Monday or
so
Tuesday.
Monday,
I have to,
let's say Monday evening, we lock it in. Monday evening
We lock it
midnight,
in.
and then so have Tuesday to print it out.
yeah.
Okay,
I'll put it
perfect
up
for
there.
the next episode.
Yeah.
Sick.
We'll get some spicy comments. Yeah, I'm excited.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, yeah, and top comment means the one with the most likes, right? It's not like we're choosing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Top comment. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
No, we're not choosing. No.
Okay.
YouTube is choosing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The audience.
You guys
are choosing.
You. Yeah.
You and you.
All right. I have a fun one in between. Who is Beatbox Bottle TV? Who do you think?
Bro, it's funny. I actually had this also on my list. Anyways.
Really?
Yeah. No, but
it's also your okay. Let's combine
it's fine. Like at the end, we have a new section, by the way, guys. Rapid fire questions from the community. So people ask me stuff on Instagram, and it's gonna be a rapid fire questionnaire to B-Art. And this was one of the questions. But okay, then I'm just having 8 instead of 9 rapid fire. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so who is Beatbox Bottle TV? I think it's Pac-Max.
You think of Pac-Max? I've heard you say this before.
Like
Pac-Max.
Yeah, because like also like my girlfriend, she was like, he met my girlfriend the first time at Dutch Champs. I think it was what was it, Dutch Champs?
Yeah.
I think it was Dutch Champs. Anyways, he met her the first time, but he was already like acting like he knows her. You know, like
okay.
And
he knew too much. Pac-Max
knew too much. And the only explanation was that because Eileen, my girlfriend, maybe you know her, breaks my heart on Instagram. She's texting a lot with Beatbox Bottle, actually.
Oh shit! I see. Like because we made like today we made a Instagram post of ask us questions and we might use it in the and your girlfriend breaks my heart. She asked me a lot of questions.
Okay.
And really good ones too.
Yeah.
But that's funny.
She's really inside the community now.
The beatbox scene. That's so dope, man.
It's really dope, right? I love it, man. Shout out to my girlfriend.
Hey.
Yeah. So
go follow Breaks My Heart.
But what do you think? Like, what do you think? Who's Beatbox Bottle? Did you also have Pac-Max in your mind or somewhere?
I don't know. Like the previous Beatbox Bottle was Swiss Beatbox, right? Swish Beatbox.
Yeah.
And I remember there was one day there was a call that was randomly made. I think it was a mistake, and I heard like German voices, and at the end it is the Austrian guy Eon, right? So like I had like a it was an educated guess, but right now Beatbox Bottle TV, I have no clue. I actually thought it was you for a little while.
I think a lot of people think it's me.
Because you're like kind of like involved with Swiss Beatbox, but also not. And
I was involved, yeah. Right now, to be honest, I have no clue what's happening at Swiss Beatbox. Like I see everything that people also see. Sometimes I'll talk to Sinjo, but yeah, he also doesn't give me lots of information because he knows that I'm gonna use it for content.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because like at one point I was like, guys, don't tell me spicy things because I'm gonna talk about it, you know? Yeah, like obviously, you know, if it's like personal stuff, I would not talk about it. You know, if there's like internal problems or whatever. But if it's like, you know, information's about the events or something, I'm like,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, but I mean, we can talk about it.
Yeah.
We got to keep it real because else the podcast would not be fun.
Yeah, exactly. Like this is the unique selling point of Beatbox Brothers. You know, we talk smack.
Okay, I'm gonna try and do research and find out who is Beatbox Bottle TV. I'm trying to make
How
next week. I'll try to find out who Beatbox Bottle TV is. I'm not gonna tell you because I'll find a way.
Maybe
to find out.
So
who this is.
maybe you can ask who's Beatbox because after reading the post, you know they're good in investigations. You know.
What?
Yeah, because they were investigating about the miscalculation mistakes, you know.
Internal investigation. Yeah.
Maybe they can help you out to find out who's Beatbox Bottle. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so until next week, you present me a list of people who could be Beatbox Bottle.
I'll make a top 5. I'll do my own
Top
internal
5.
investigation.
Top 5. Okay, I want to have a top 5 list.
Very good. Yeah. Should I have another one?
Yeah, of course. Let's go. The third hot topic.
Okay, a broader one. I'll have a broader one. Actually, like this was a comment underneath the video as well. So we watch comments, guys. So if you comment, well, we do see it and we do take every feedback into account. This was one person who asked basically, how do you make money with beatbox? Like, what are great ways to make money with beatbox?
So, is it more general or like should we talk about?
Like I mean, I made it super general, but I think most like people who watch this show, there are a couple of beatboxers who actually make money out of beatbox, and but I think it's also for the new guys or people who are struggling, maybe people who are like really tied within the beatbox battle scene, and they're like, I want to be the best battler, but how do I make money? So
yeah,
and yeah, we're both like doing stuff with beatbox and making money, so maybe it's
yeah. So let's look at people who actually where I think they only live from beatboxing. So someone who I definitely can say is Shogo.
Shogo, okay.
So I think he's a good role model for people. Like what he is actually doing great is like he's putting out more music than battle routines. Like he's focusing on this a lot, and it pays off for him. And now he's making commercials. Like I see everything from the outside. I'm not really in contact with him. But yeah,
Shogo is doing like the artistry of it. that's what I think a lot of people want is like becoming just a beatbox artist with just mouth sounds, and they pay you for it. That's what a lot of beatboxers want.
Yeah,
and that's a really nice one. Just like go on stage, make a show. And put yourself out there on YouTube videos. That's a great way.
Yeah. And
that's how
it doesn't even need to be on stage, right? Like Shogo, like I don't know how much he's performing, but I see the commercials and stuff, you know? Yeah. And I think only from this he already makes good money. And probably he makes also shows. So this is it's a big plus. Then we have he has a huge social media, like TikTok is huge, Instagram, YouTube. He drops a lot of content, and I know for a fact, like I know his manager. He's also called Sinjo, but with a Z.
I heard.
Yeah, great manager. He gets like he even has like TV appearances in Korea. Like there was a TV show on YouTube. It's called Vocal Play.
Yeah.
Exactly. There was not only his, there was also Wing and HR's, who else? I don't remember. Big Man, I think also.
You're naming now a lot of people that are doing shows and that are basically just like beatboxing and making money with that, which is like a really good way. But I also know a lot of people, a lot of beatboxers, really professional beatboxers too, that give they're battling, but then they're doing workshops, for instance.
Yeah.
You know, like Kim, for instance. Kim, he does workshops just like me. I'm doing workshops. For instance,
Footbox also does a lot.
Footbox G is also doing a lot of workshops. Yeah. Like that's my main source of income is workshops, and right now theater as well. So I'm like also doing a theater show, which is also like really cool that you can combine beatbox with other things.
Yeah.
So workshops is a really good one. Especially, I think a lot of people can already start giving workshops. If you're not like, you don't have to be like a world class beatboxer to be teaching a basic beatbox workshop.
And also, to be honest, just because you're a world-class beatboxer doesn't mean you're a good teacher, right?
No, but you can learn how to be a teacher.
For sure. But like you know, like the one skill doesn't necessarily affect the other one.
Yeah.
Like for example, I took lessons from Elise. Yeah. I'm actually still taking lessons, guys. You see, like you never stop learning.
Elise as in Aeon, as in Swish beatbox.
No, Elise, not Elias. Elise.
Oh, Elise. From Canada.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I think he's an amazing teacher because he's like really analyzing what exactly you do. You know, the patterns you make and how you create the sound, and he gives you tips how you could improve. Like nice. For example, for me, he was saying like your mouth movements when you do technical beats is too big. You have to reduce the movement in order to reduce like the time that you need to like switch to another sound. You know. So for example, I have this combo, and I do it like. Right, but he said if I would switch it to, you know, like the movement is way smaller. So this way, I could improve the speed while keeping the cleanliness. You know, stuff like that. So
damn, you're giving like free advice.
Yeah, guys.
Like
but this is not even my advice. It's this.
No, I know.
Shout out to Elise. So for me, he great teacher. And Bass Ventura also, like I took a lesson with Bass Ventura, and I think
a lot of students of mine also had lessons with Bass Ventura.
Yeah, and like you know, like Bass Ventura, like he's not GBB champion. He's an amazing beatboxer, but he's not like D-Lo, you know. But I still think like if I'm thinking who should I ask for a lesson, I would probably go to Elisa and Bass Ventura. Like for Dilo, for example, I don't know.
Do you teach as well? Do you teach people online?
Yes, I do. But I like this is not like my main thing. So I'm kind of like I'm picking out some like you know when I see like I would love to teach this guy, I do it. You know, for some people I do it. But this is not like my main thing. My main thing. It's hard to say what's my main income right now. It's shifting, like because I'm also a content creator, and I'm not only making content for myself but also for others, like German television, stuff like that. So sometimes there's a period I'm creating more content. Sometimes there's a period where I'm more making like content for myself, performing, doing workshops, stuff like that. You know, so it's shifting all the time, but. It's not necessarily because I don't have the ability to make enough money with beatboxing, but just because I like both, you know? Like
it's nice to do multiple things.
Content creation is a big passion for me. So and I think if I would just do beatboxing, maybe I would lose interest in it, you know? Like I'm really like this ADHD type person, you know, like I lose interest for something in between a week, and I'm like, I need to do a new project, you know. So this helps me stay motivated to like switch in between projects.
So like a thing for beginner beatbox, or at least people who want to start making money with beatbox, I think workshops is a great way. In the Netherlands, there are a lot of companies that will book you in. You can do it yourself. Like you can call up schools, or that's what I go to usually, schools, a lot of schools. You can do it yourself, But there are companies who hire workshop teachers, and they just book you in. It's a lot easier, but you will make less money. But like they're like your manager basically for these kind of workshops.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're starting, like just Google these companies and make an appointment, call, and it's probably relatively easy to start giving workshops. And the only way to improve is by doing it a lot. Like when I started giving workshops, my first couple of workshops weren't great, and so yeah, you start becoming better and better by just doing it. So yeah, it's a great way.
Yeah, and like if you look at my example, like you don't necessarily have to stay in the scene to make money, and like you don't have to, but you can do something that is involved in beatboxing, right? Like when I started, like I was not good enough to get paid for shows and stuff, but I was like, I want to create content for beatboxers, and then I got into Swiss Beatbox, you know, and then I learned camera work. Now I'm doing it also outside of the beatbox scene, you know. You could just do the same with audio work, you know. Like Sinjo, for example, is a sound engineer. He's not only sound engineering in the beatbox scene, but this is like his main focus, right? Yeah. And Mad Speed, for example, I know he's getting really good in audio engineering, and he could potentially also do jobs outside of the beatbox scene, you know? Yeah. So there's multiple ways. If it's not like a performing artist, there's more than that.
Yeah.
So three hot topics now. I have just one hot topic. I want to move it in between yours, okay? I was really lazy. I only prepared one hot topic, but I have the rapid fire question, so it's fine.
Yeah.
So my hot topic of the day of the week is it's a general question, I would say, but I think it's really interesting right now because of the wildcard season. And the question is, what does a beatboxer need to win GBB 2023? So specifically this year.
That's a good question. Great composition. His own sound would be great. I don't want to say originality because Madox will punch me in the face.
Yeah, but also it's not really like if a person asks you, yo, what should I improve? Be more original. Okay.
Yeah, but like a person that has his own sound. Yeah. I think a great composition, great structure. That's mainly it.
That's really general. Okay, so let's say
it's really general.
Okay, let's look at like wildcard winners. So for me, I think this year, I think Wing has good chances because like he has amazing composition. He's really powerful on the microphone. This is something that is not so important in wildcards, but on stage it's really important. I mean, you are basically, this is like one of your biggest strengths, right? You are.
I can't even beatbox that well. I'm just really loud, and that's
no, but like I remember like World Champs 2018, like everyone was so much quieter than you. Like every time you,
like I'm not a loud beatboxer. My mic technique is really good.
Bro, but you are also loud. Like when I hear you like beatboxing in front of me, like when I compare you with Alem, for example. Alem is not really loud without microphone, but on the mic he's really powerful because mic technique is really good. But I think you have both. You are really loud without microphone already.
And I choose sounds that are loud too.
Yeah,
like there are a lot of quiet sounds that I just don't use.
Yeah,
they go in the garbage. They don't fit my style. They go out of there. You know.
Yeah.
Just use the.
Yeah. So Wing is like really like he has like a nice sub frequency in all the importance. Like his kick is really full. You know, his throat bass sounds really full. His lip rolls are insanely good. Yeah, like a good lip roll on the microphone, like just nuance.
Good bass. Yeah, good bass is really important.
Yeah,
because you need to fill the frequency spectrum quite well. So like and the bass is so important. Yeah.
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 Yeah, and like some people like for me for example, I would say I have an average lip roll. So
You have a good.
yeah, but I don't have like the really low, like the hollow lip roll. Like River, for example, has a good hollow lip roll. Wing has it. Napom, of course. And like when I'm facing people like this, I'm sounding weak. You know what I mean? Like I shouldn't use my lip roll as a punchline when I'm facing people like that. You know what I mean? So that's like a comparison. Like I wish, like I'm actually trying to improve my lip roll because I know that it always works. Lip roll always works on the mic.
Yeah.
There's some bass sounds, like for example, this one. On some systems it works, sometimes not. Even like fart bass, like his fart bass. I remember at GBB 2021. Usually it hits really hard, his fart bass. But GBB 21, it sounded average, like it wasn't hitting so hard. But lip roll works mostly all the time.
Yeah, works really well because it's an inward sound. It's like sometimes the membrane of the mic would just not pick up like outward, like it's just too airy on some mics. But inward sounds, they're like so much more clean.
Yeah, true. Yeah, so so power, we said power, composition, like and when I say composition, like in a battle, I think it's less important to have a perfect pop music structure. It's more important to have like the surprise factors, right?
Yeah, I think your improvisation,
your freestyle ability.
Your freestyle ability, yeah, let's keep it beatbox. Your freestyle ability needs to be really high. Like if you can surprise people or you can take something of the opponent and use it in your own beat, I think you're good to go. So I think freestyling is really good.
So I think
you should be high.
Yeah, in terms of freestyling, being able to
take the moment.
Yeah, to take the moment. I think Napom is really nice.
Yeah.
So when you look at this year's, like I think he's the most experienced with this.
I think being a strong character is a good one too. Like a lot of people, it's oh wow, my English today is great. Shit.
Don't worry. Like my English is constantly on a low level, so it's fine.
Like the amount of character that you bring, like the.
That's
great.
Personality.
Cut this out.
Your personality.
Yeah, personality.
Yeah.
The story that you bring, like how you look on stage is really important.
Yeah.
Like not that it's just like I'm this guy and I do a couple of fast beats, but it's like you can just stand there and you can take the silence and it's just like
the artistry.
The artist factor.
Yeah, like Codfish Dilo. I think
exactly.
They're good examples. Yeah. Like I would say I don't want to blame Collapse, but like he's not that much like Dilo and Collapse. Like his skill is not so much the character that he delivers, but more the actual beats that he brings on stage, right? Maybe it plays in that he's not a native speaker, Like he can't, like on stage, he has a harder time to say something funny. You know what I mean? Like if you're not a native with the language, it can come around a bit awkward sometimes. For example, when he was like against Dilo and he like Dilo lives
Brexit,
GBB, UK lives Europe, Brexit. Like maybe in French it would work. Like because he's not a native speaker, but in English it was fine, but like
it's such a great moment because then the camera pans to the jury and then you see Reap Swan go like this. I don't think Reap Swan liked the Brexit.
Yeah,
at all.
but I mean he's also from the UK, so maybe that's why he reacted like that,
Yeah.
Yeah, but in general, like someone who's like when you watch French battles, they constantly talking something, they're shit talking on stage.
Yeah.
And French, like I think, like, especially in France, beatboxers are really good with this. I don't know why, but it's such a big part. And I see crowds freaking out all the time because they say something stupid on stage. But French people can't use the skill on an international battle, you know? Because most of them are not like really good in English, you know? Collapse is fine with his English, but I think if it has to come spontaneously, you know? And like with the right intonation and stuff, then it's hard to do, you know? Yeah. So like Dilo, for example, he can throw a punchline. Look at the crowd, boy, you know, and like stuff like this, and it's authentic, you know.
I think Collapse said something in French to me, which worked really well. I think he did. I'm not sure what it was again, but it was like he was beating me like really hard. Like I was losing so bad against Collapse, and he did like a beat, and he completely copied my beat and killed me. And then he was like, "Huh, ça va?" or something like this, and he continued beatboxing, and it was so sick.
Yeah.
He just said something French, and it came out so good.
Yeah, I think it was La Cup when I don't remember the battle, but I remember him. He was finishing he was finishing his round with a really technical beat, and then he was like, voila.
Yes, I think it was like voila. Yes. It was like,
and it was so good. It's so just how I said it. It was better. Like it was more impressive than his actual beat.
Because actually, a lot of people know like some basic French words.
Yeah.
So like voila or something like makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Like for any like non-French beatboxer. Yeah, it was
great
moment.
It was so badass. You know, like it was so much like I know that I won, you know? So before we continue, did you see Wing actually?
No. I haven't seen the Wildcard.
So my first guess who could win this year is Wing, and for obvious reasons he's first place of Wildcards. So I think his biggest weakness is let's say example he battling Napom. Napom is probably more spontaneous, but still I want to watch with you the video and
Wing. Let's watch it.
And then we can like maybe we find some stuff to discuss. Let's not talk about it right now too much. Let's watch it. Fresh mind. You didn't see it yet, right?
I didn't see it.
Yeah, so I'm excited how you will react to this. Okay,
here we go.
Yo, this is Wing from South Korea, and this is my solo wildcard for GBB 2023 World League.
Self-loathing, your laughing eyes make me fall in gloom. Please don't make me stuck in your misery online. I am nothing, just nothing. Grab Vonox, drink the beer. Seems like I've been abandoned by a gun.
That's funny. I haven't seen the video, and I was expecting something in the video when he started. By the way, really sick wildcard. I expected something, and then it happened, and I expected another thing, and it happened again. Because the structure of this wildcard is so similar to one of his BBU rounds. It's very similar to his BBU, what is it, first round, or do you remember it? Like dancing with a stranger.
Yeah, it's a different melody, but yeah, okay. Yeah,
but it's
okay, I see.
Structure-wise, it's very, very similar.
Yeah.
Which isn't bad.
Yeah, like it's a style, right?
Yeah. But I was expecting, it was so similar, the vibe was so similar, I was expecting him to go, and then he did it, and I was like, yes, of course he did, because it's like, I mean, it's nice when you can see beatboxers take their inspiration from other beatboxers, but he takes his inspiration from himself.
Yeah. Yes. So I didn't think about it before that it, you know, like it could be inspired by you, like this technique, because I think there's more.
No, it's not inspired by me.
No?
Maybe, but
this one, you know, like.
Yeah. I do that.
Anyways, it was just like when you now did it, I was like, oh, yeah, it could be inspired. But yeah, I'm not saying he's copying, because it sounds really like an expanded version of it, you know? Because like the whole arpeggio that he does, you don't do stuff like that.
No.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. I think it's a little too similar for me.
Yeah.
I think it's a little too similar to his other song that he already brought out. But nevertheless, like, I love that song too. I love this one too. It's both great. Yeah.
So I see, like, I think in like eliminations, he will do great with stuff like this. But if he comes into a battle, he has to have like secret weapons. Right?
Yeah, he has to go like codfish on him. He has to go like, you want technique? Like do some crazy shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, out of nowhere.
Because otherwise, if he doesn't have like secret weapons for the battles, that is like that is giving like a surprise factor, he might lose against people like Napom. Because Napom will like, most definitely, he will like take something from Wing, you know, and then use it, you know?
Yeah.
And if he's not able to counter this, he might lose.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
yeah, I agree. It's yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, like more. Man, I remember like you remember the battle in Munich?
Yeah.
The Vocal Masters, like in the bookstore, 2018. Like I remember people loved him so much. Like they started dancing to his stuff, you know. Like with everyone else, everyone was just like, yeah, you know, like, wow, freaking out, or, you know, like being like confused, like what is happening. But with Wing, like everyone loved him in the crowd.
So I want to tell the audience, because it's a funny story. This is the Vocal Masters. You can watch it back, 2018. This battle.
By the way, you're the champion, right?
I was the champion. I won the entire thing, but I won because I have a very special secret that I used to win this battle. So this was in a bookstore. Yeah. And the bookstore was the driest place on earth. So all the moisture in the air would be sucked into the books there, you know? And I've been to this place before, and it was so dry that your lips, if you're there more than 2 hours in this bookstore, your lips would just like fucking be killed. You know, like they crack. Yes, it's so dry, the air. So I brought like this big bottle of Vaseline, and I like every single minute I was like, oh yeah, my lips are so smooth.
And you only carry Vaseline with you just for lips, right?
Just
for lips.
Just for lips.
Yeah, just for lips. Okay.
Just for lips.
Yeah.
That's why my bottle's extra big, because my lips are and and yes, I use the Vaseline, and man, it worked, and I won the entire battle.
Yeah.
It was easy with the Vaseline.
Sick. Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe I have to bring it to the German champ so I get 4th time German
You
champ.
should. Yeah. Some beatboxers, unexperienced beatboxers, they would say like, drink water, not beer. But like, I would say, use Vaseline, kids. Yeah. Oh, that's not good.
Don't
just cut that one out. That was not kids. I didn't say. Use Vaseline, beatboxers. Yeah. I saved myself here.
Perfect. Okay, Bart. So enough of this talk. Give me another hot topic.
All right. When are you good enough to be qualified to be a GBB judge?
Oh.
I think it's great to have a good mix of professional battle beatboxers and professional stadium beatboxers. You know,
So
you know what I mean. So like
Vahtang
people
is
who,
like the perfect.
Vahtang would be perfect for both. Yeah, so you have like a professional like battle, like they're really like they know all the techniques, they know what is out there. You have those judges, and them mix with beatboxers that like actually perform and make money with beatbox, and have a great mix between them.
Yeah. Okay, I see that. So like Reeps won. He does a lot of performances. He did big shows. He's probably more than qualified. And I mean, he also was dominating in the battle scene. Like not recently, but like back in the days, 2012. Then we have ZD, of course, world champ, 2009. And he like, I think ZD is a special case because he also has lots of judging experience.
Yeah,
Like,
is great.
Probably he was judging the most battles. Like at least for like international level, like he was on every world champs and on every GBB since I think so. Like I'm not sure if he was judging every GBB, but he was judging the past 2 world champs. Yeah, and I think most of the GBBs. Yeah. Yeah, but then we also have Pitching Carter.
Pachikata's great. She's like a professional beatboxer too.
Yeah,
She's
like
performing a lot.
And sorry for saying this like that, but like I think she, like I heard about her that she gets like the most criticism of people, like, you know, oh, why is she inside? You know what I mean?
I mean, she has more reason than other beatboxers.
Yeah, like she
actually
like she's.
Shout out to Pachikata.
I think she's maybe not internationally. She doesn't have so much reach, but in Bulgaria, she's like a huge artist.
I was with her in Bulgaria. We went to like this one restaurant. Even the personnel of the restaurant were like, "Are you Pachikata? Can I take a picture with you?" I was like, "Wow, jeez."
Yeah, it's crazy. She's really famous in Bulgaria.
They gave me the phone. Can you make a picture, B-Art? They didn't know my name, but like,
So she's more from the performance side. Like she also did battles, but maybe nowadays she's more from the performance side.
And she does opera singing. Not a lot of people know, but she does a lot of opera singing.
Yeah. She was studying this, right?
Yeah.
So we had these people. Then like Alem, world champ, Alexinho, world champion.
Alexinho, yeah.
All the GBB champions.
This one guy who won German champs like 3 times. Crazy. It's like he's about to win a 4th time.
Yeah, but like some people actually said like, bro, you have to be a GBB judge because of my analysis videos. But I don't think so. Because I don't have like a major title, you know? Like my biggest title is German champs. That's it.
Germany is one of the biggest countries on earth, bro.
Yeah,
go for it. I mean, I'm Dutch champion. It's a small country.
Yeah,
it's basically East Germany.
but then we're getting better, but we don't have the best beatboxers. Like if it would be France, maybe, you know, like the French level is almost world champs level. Germany, not really. And I don't have a major title, so I wouldn't consider myself, you know, to like. If I would win anything big, maybe then, you know, but not like this. Or like I don't know, Shazam, you know, maybe like lots of fans would love to see him judging GBB, but also he doesn't have like a major title, you know. So
yeah, but there are different reasons to book someone. Like, I think if you make great analysis videos and everyone trusts your opinion about a certain subject, I don't think it's a bad reason to invite someone as a judge.
So like for international level, for like national champs, for example, you know, or like for small international battles, I feel comfortable to go, you know. Like I was judging Bayreuth 2 years ago. I was judging Dutch champs, Austrian champs, stuff like that. For this, I feel comfortable, you know.
I was just thinking about like, so one time, this is kind of funny. I was judging the Japanese national championships with Alexinho, and we were the only 2 beatboxers in the judging panel of 5 judges. And so there were 5 judges, and 2 of them were beatboxers. So we had me and Alexinho, and then we had like a freestyle basketball player, and we had an opera singer girl, and then the 5th judge was the audience. So the audience could judge.
Really?
So yeah, and I think for the younger audiences, like the top 16, there was one guy who just did covers, and he won the final. And both Alexinho and I, we voted for the other guy, and so he shouldn't have won, or like maybe it was, I think it was the under 16, yeah. So yeah, it's important to have like,
dude,
if you do something like that for the star power, if you just want to have star power in your judging, have enough counter.
Yeah.
So it yeah.
I hate the audience as a judge. I don't like this. Like
this was well done though. Like what they did is they had like a person all the way in the back, all the way in the front with a flag of the so that like one person would be green, the other would be red, and then they made noise like, wow, noise for him, right? And then they put a flag in the back and a flag in the front, like how, and then if they both different flags, then it would be overtime as a kind.
Yeah.
But same, I absolutely hate it. I agree, and the reason is because when you ask people to cheer and you go on loudness of cheering, because sometimes they will go on loudness of cheering. When you do that, you the second time you always have a louder sound, because people always want to have a reference point of the first sound that they hear. So there's like, make noise for him, it's like ah, and then make noise for him, ah, and it's always the second one will be louder because you have a reference point. It's just not fair. It's not fair.
And then also, you know, like some people are just not as loud. So if you're a loud person, you have a bigger advantage to be heard, you know.
Yeah, but it's always the second. It's always the second.
And then also like they're not. I don't know. Like I think they would also overrate the last thing that they heard. They're not thinking about the first 2 rounds.
And it's also the host is hyping up the second part more. It's like
yeah, okay. This depends on the host.
Let's go.
It depends. Like some hosts, that would be also like, okay, for the first, now for the second, now for the first again. Now for, you know,
you have to do it a couple of times. You have to do it a couple of times.
But still, like I don't trust this. So I would say, for example, at Beatbox Beatbox Battle, I'm giving so much props to this battle. What they did is there was I don't remember how it was called. I think best performance or something. And this like it was kind of like outside of the actual battle results. Mm-hmm. So they would invite every competitor to the stage, and then the crowd could choose who gets the separate prize. You know what I mean?
That's nice.
And
this
was given to Inertia.
Nice,
yeah.
Cool.
I think if you want to involve the crowd, this is a nice way. But other than this, yeah. Wow, we were drifting away.
Yeah, we are drifting off. What was the question again?
So the question was something like,
when are you qualified? No, I think we made it great.
Yeah.
So the answer is Vahtang.
What's the next topic?
Well, one general question: is Vonox returning? Okay, answer is no. So the second question.
What?
No. Someone asked, like, is Vonox returning?
Yeah.
I think we have something planned.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's still yeah.
Yeah, it's still on the map. It's on my
still
calendar.
On the map, guys.
Yeah, there's gonna be a song.
There's gonna be At least one.
At least one song. And I mean, now that we're working more closely again together, maybe there will be more. Let's see. Let's see how the vibe goes, you know?
I mean, you don't live too far from me now, so don't go too fast to Berlin.
Okay.
Stay in Hanover.
I probably move like around August.
Oh, great. Okay, well, we'll have time. No, but Berlin is fine too. I like Berlin.
Okay. But
okay, last one?
Besides that, last hot topic of today, and then we go to rapid fire questions.
Right, yeah, and then we end it. Cool. Oh my God, I hate this one. That's why I didn't want to ask. Did the community become more toxic over time?
Yes, but.
Yeah,
I have a big but. And I'm not talking about my behind. I think the issue is that in general, with social media, like people like have equal loud voices because you can put comments, you can post videos. Everyone nowadays can make a video, a live stream, whatever. Like it wasn't as accessible like 5 years ago, 10 years ago. So this plays a big role. So in general, like if you like follow anything, you know, everything kind of got more toxic, but just because more people feel they have to say something, you know? Yeah.
And definitely for me, finish your point.
Okay.
Sorry.
This is point number one. Point number two is there's more money involved now in the scene, and there's way more like there's a way bigger fan base and more artists inside. So there's more opinions, you know?
Yeah.
And this plays also a big factor. Yeah. So I think
really agree.
Yeah, it's like, you know, like if we were just scaling it up, you know, like if it's 100 beatboxers, of course there's less shit talking than with 1,000 beatboxers. You know, there's just more opinions now.
Yes, I mean the money thing is a big one. I mean, when I started beatboxing, people before my time, people would just come together just to get together. Like there were just conventions. Like people would just move. Like they would travel half of Europe just to see each other and make some sounds together. Yeah, that was it. People loved beatbox, and that's the only reason people got together. They were just like weird. Like don't want to say weird, but I feel like we're just a weird bunch of people. Like all the beatboxers, nerds. Right?
Let's say
like
nerds.
We're just beatbox nerds. Yeah, nerds is a good. So yeah, and the first time I met beatboxers, like it's such a nice moment because like you can share your weirdness with people, and you're nerding over the same thing, and it's just like the scene is so funny, and there's so much great people. Still, there are so much great people. And that's what I remember from the first years. Like people got together. Nobody was making money. Everyone was just competing just to see how good you can beatbox. And then next to the stage, everyone was just sharing their knowledge and their beats and their sounds. Yeah. And that made it great. Like I'm so happy that I've seen that part of the scene. And it slowly evolved, and it like got bigger, and some money got involved, and people think they deserve sometimes more than they do. And that plays a big part in what we sometimes see online. I thought it was quite like overwhelming, like the last couple of years, like at least like 2 years ago, or like right after GBB, like the amount of negative comments on videos, on judges, on artists, on organizations. It was overwhelming. I was like, wow, it's really nobody is like supporting, or like when someone makes a mistake, we have to like put that person into the ground so much. Like everyone like on Instagram, on YouTube, it seemed like a lot, but obviously you still have so much good guys. But like it seemed, especially because it was in Corona times, everyone was online, and that's the only thing I could see. You know, like it was just like this like negative comments towards each other and towards the artists. Yeah. Like, but definitely, like it's just the scene growing, and there will always be a percentage of people that like to share a lot of negative stuff.
And I mean, the pressure on each artist is bigger now too, because like for instance, you doing it as a profession, beatboxing, you know?
Yeah.
So you are financially dependent on your art now, you know? You're doing stuff outside of the scene also. So this is like a big plus for you. But like some people, I think they want to get like the financial stability from the scene, you know? And if they hit this point where they'll be like top-notch beatboxers, but they still don't have the financial stability, you know, it kind of ruins like their dream of like, oh, I want to make my living with beatboxing. And this can also like play a big role then to make stupid decisions, you know, or like just get frustrated about the scene, you know.
Yeah,
if you're like too dependent on this art form, like before, you know, like let's say 2012, I guess 99% of all beatboxers, they were just doing it as a hobby, you know, and either there were students or they had a main job and they would come to events like 3 or 4 times a year and that's it, you know. But now if you want to do major battles, it has to be like your main thing, because otherwise you won't be good enough, right? So it has to be your main thing, and then you focus on this. And like River, for example, he told me like when he prepared for GBB, he was out of everything else for 6 months. You know, he was just focusing on GBB.
Then I get his frustration, but I mean,
yeah, like
that's also a choice.
Of course, but you know, it's like you have this perception of, okay, if I reach something with this event, this will like boost my career intensely, you know? And then you do it, and then you find yourself being in the same situation before, you know? Like he's vice GBB champion, but at least right after GBB, it didn't change so much for him, like not as much as he was expecting, and this creates lots of frustration, you know? So you can of course now you can argue, whose mistake is it? Like, is it him having too much expectations? Is it the organization offering not enough to the artists? I think it's somewhere in between. But yeah,
I have a tattoo on my back that says "No expectations."
Really?
No. No, but it's actually it's like my friend group quote. It's "No expectations." We go on vacation sometimes and we're like, oh, what about this? We're gonna do this, and others like, no expectations. And then so like I think it's a great. I think you'd be a lot happier to not have a lot of expectations from these kind of things.
Yeah.
Like he put 6 months in this because he expected to get more fame. I mean. Like for world championships too. I mean, I understand this feeling. Like under world championships, at that moment, I felt like the sound was fine and the battles were awesome. And then I hoped, and my expectations were that the sound quality would be the same as the previous world championships. I mean, that's not a crazy expectation, but the sound was so much worse.
Are you talking about the live sound or the video sound?
The video. So the video sound didn't match like what happened live.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm vice world champion. And then I watched the videos and I sounded like absolute shit. Like I don't watch these videos back. I don't show it to anyone. They're just like, they don't represent like my style in a good way. It's just like, it just sounds like, it's like, it sounds so horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, to be honest, I didn't watch many videos because I saw everything live. And
don't watch it.
Yeah, like
just keep that.
Like when
fresh,
I saw
nice
I saw the first video or something, and I was like, I'm not really enjoying watching the videos, and like just to see like what happened, I don't need to watch it because I saw it live.
Yeah,
people are listening to this now, right? And I think everyone who's inside the community, let's say 90%, 90% of the people who are listening to this now are kind of part of the community.
Yes.
What can like every single person at home do to prevent toxicity in the scene?
That's a good one. Like, okay, first of all, if you feel like something negative is boiling up, when you feel that, count to 10 and don't comment anything. then let it like, and then think about everything that you feel grateful for, everything that makes you happy. And then when you feel like, oh, I want to say something nice, then you type it. I think that's a great rule.
Let's say if there's an actual problem, and even after like rethinking, you're taking a breath, you calm down, you close social media for a second to rethink it, and you still be like there's something I wanna say, then try to package it as constructive feedback, right? Not just like hating, I hate this beatboxer, or he shouldn't be inside, blah blah blah. Like rethink what is the real problem. For instance, for me, to attack a beatboxer who won a wild card is the worst thing because he can't do anything for it. Don't hate the player, hate the game. He did his very best. He recorded the video, he uploaded it. That's it. He was not saying I'm better than this guy than that guy.
Support your friends. Yeah.
Exactly. Don't hate on the artists who winning wildcards. If anything, criticize the system, but then give constructive feedback, like on how the system can be improved. For example, I really liked, there was one guy, Beatbox Bottle was reposting it. There was one guy who was talking about a calculation system where you would like the top scored and the one with the fewest points, you would like cut. Cancel out something, to make it more fair. I don't know how this system works, but it sounded interesting.
I get it.
It sounded.
You take away the biggest outliers always. So let's say you have 5 judges, and one gives him like out of 1 to 10 gives him a 10. The other one like gives him a 3, and then you have 3 in the middle. You just don't count the biggest, the highest one, and you don't count the lowest one. You take them off, and you get a more. Because
Even.
Sometimes you have one person that's like, "What is the craziest thing I've ever seen? I'm gonna write down the highest number I can think of because I'm so amazed at this moment." This is like an emotional thing, so you kind of rule out like some of the emotion.
Yeah,
which I think it would be more.
I think it has to be tested because, it has to be tested. I think I didn't get into it a lot, but the thing is for me, like this person who mentioned this is actual constructive feedback. He was like, "Yo, guys, this is a system that is used in other sports or whatever." Like I don't remember. He mentioned something, and maybe we should use it for beatboxing too. This is constructive feedback in order to improve the scene. This is great.
Yeah.
Instead of just saying, "Oh, all the judges are rigged. I hate the wildcard competition." Blah blah blah. All right, guys. I think we talked enough about the last hot topic. Let's move on to the next category, a new one. I prepared some rapid fire questions. It's questions from the community. I'm also going to read out the names, so I can.
You can use my sound in the intro, by the way.
Rapid fire questions.
B-Art has to answer them as quick as possible.
Oh no.
7 rapid fire questions. Are you ready? Okay,
Yeah.
Question number 1 by Robert KS from Instagram. B-Art was judging loop battles at German champs in 2019 with MB14 and Saro. How did he become a judge for the loop category?
Oh my god, I have to be quick. Because I sometimes make loops.
Yeah, perfect.
Final answer. Lock it in.
Look it up. Okay, he asked another spicy question. Was B-Art afraid battling Codfish in 2019?
I felt pretty confident because I thought he used most of his new beats.
Perfect. Third question is Deviant. I don't know how to pronounce it. Which beatboxer do you miss that should make a comeback?
Oh, the Spanish guy, Marcuz.
Yeah, he's kind of like the inventor of inward bass, right?
Yes, he's my inspiration for inward bass. He's the godfather of noise, inward bass. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Question number 4 by Amnesia Pete. I have no clue if I'm pronouncing it right. Would love to hear you get to finish your sentences more. Madox is interrupting you quite often. Is this true?
I don't know. Maybe. I think we both interrupt each other.
Today I tried my best. Actually, I was trying to keep this in mind to not interrupt you. I hope I was doing better. Okay. Next question by Callisto Beatbox from Germany. Are there special guests in any series coming soon?
Tara Stalin is still invited.
It's Stanin, bro.
Stanin. Oh my god. I messed up. I saw the comments.
That leads me to the next question by Arki. Does B-Art keep calling Tower Stalin? Yes, he does.
Next question.
You know who's Stalin, right?
Yeah, I've been to his grave. Is that weird?
Graveyard?
No, yeah. There is he's buried like close to the pass hole at the Red Square in Moscow.
Ah, okay.
I've been there.
Yeah. So you saw his graveyard. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Last question by EB. Are you really brothers?
Yes.
Yeah, guys, it's Beatbox Brothers. Of course, we're brothers. You see? Yeah.
We both
that's
speak
it.
German.
We both. What's to say? Sorry.
No, nothing. We both speak a Germanic language.
Yeah, a dramatic.
Also.
Yeah, we both bearded. We both.
Yeah.
We both take care of our hair.
Yep.
More than some other people.
Look at the fresh cut of Madox. He just went to the barber just for this episode. Look at him. Give him compliments in the comments right now. How do you think? How do you feel about his hair? So fresh. Look at the fade. Fresh, bro.
It's the Arabic fade. Like
Nice,
Arabic people, the best barbers for me. At least in Germany.
For sure, yeah. I always go Arabic.
Yeah, always go Arabic. Perfect. Okay, guys, that's pretty much it with the questions. And by the way, before we end the episode, let's fade out this episode with an actual amazing wildcard. He gave us such great content last week. We have to watch it. Vahtang. Let's watch Vahtang, okay?
Let's watch it.
Yeah, and then it's done.
You ever ready?
Wait.
In a basement somewhere in Russia.
Hello, my name is Vahtang, and this is my wildcard for GBB 2023 solo category. Can you all rock and feel? I'm a crazy loudest person that you ever seen. You can now feeling free, but everything you gotta bear carry for me.
So good.
Can you all rock and feel? I'm a crazy loudest person that you've ever seen. You can now walk and I feel free. Fools can do no more. Why you think you thought I'm blind? And every time I see somebody feeding you shitty, I still think you thought I'm blind. Every time I see somebody feeding you shitty, but you better keep on my blind. Every time I see somebody
Attitude. Man, I'm crying right now.
Wow. Bro.
So good.
Okay, honestly, I think he should be in.
All right, guys, that's it with this episode.
I think you should. No, like okay, but honest, quick feedback.
Let's give some feedback.
Yeah, the beginning, the first minute and a half, I thought was perfect. Was so good. And then he comes in with the shivering technique, like it's so good. I was like, this has more like character than that's what we talked about. This like personality, character than the other wildcards we've seen. I haven't seen all the wildcards, so I can't judge. But I do think I like this one a little bit better than the other wildcards
that we watched.
That I've seen. That we watched from the thing.
I mean, we watched Wing, who's first.
Yeah, honestly, like, I mean,
yeah,
you know, it was like Wing was way more consistent, but this one for me has a lot of character and a lot of I don't know, man. This one hits different.
I didn't expect you saying something like this. Just
Why?
like based on your style, you know, because like you work more with like filth and sound design and stuff, you know, and he's more like storyteller. So I'm impressed that you like it so much.
It's funny. I see this a lot. Like a lot of people have this certain style, and then they like this, you know. So like the thing that I beatbox is not always the thing that I love the most.
True. Like for example, I'm also like better with like filthy beats, but I prefer well composed things.
Yeah.
Yeah. True. That's true.
And with that,
it's amazing, man. With this,
we're gonna end it. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, go watch it again on Spotify if you're on YouTube, and watch it again on YouTube if you're on Spotify.
Yes.
Thank you so much for all the likes and subscribes. Thank you guys. If you are a sponsor, if you're watching this and you are from Shure Mics or a Teufel or
Sony
or any other
B-Art needs of
Sony. I need a camera. And we'll do a big shout out. We're growing so quickly. If you're from Sony, you're watching this, or any other like Canon, I don't care.
Yeah, any good brand will do. Fuji.
Any good brand with a camera, please send it over. We'll do a review. No, we'll give you a good shout
I mean,
out.
the review will be that your picture quality will improve. People will see it directly.
I'm filming right now with the iPhone 14 Pro. If it's better than the iPhone 14 Pro, please
send it
over.
Perfect. That's it. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.